What is going on, everybody? It is Nelly B here, back with Arya today, guys. It has been a long time, a couple of months now, has it?
I would say
But
so. Maybe a little longer than that.
probably close to a year. It's got to be now. So, Arya, what are we doing today?
I don't know, man. Are we gonna talk about zombies or
Yeah, let's talk about
talk about
zombies. We'll
zombies?
talk about the new map. It just
Yeah, let's
dropped.
do it.
Yeah. How do you like it, man? Because I kind of got mixed feelings about it.
Actually, I before it came out, I was not expecting to like it at all. Like, I did not want another remake. I think we've been getting too many remakes. So before the map came out, I was not excited about it at all. Like, I did not look forward to it at all.
Really?
Yeah. So after it came out, I played it, and honestly, it kind of surprised me because I like it a lot. And
Hmm.
I feel like it's because it's so different from the original Nuketown Zombies that it kind of stands on its own. It has
Yeah.
its own personality, it has its own character.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just another remake. They've
Yeah.
expanded on the map so much that it's a different map now,
Mm-hmm. It doesn't
you
play
know.
nearly the same as
It
2025
doesn't. It doesn't.
or whatever, the Nuketown and Black Ops 2. But
Black Ops 2 Nuketown, yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I went into it a little bit excited because I like Nuketown and I haven't played Nuketown in a couple of years now, and I just thought it would bring back good memories, and I now know that I shouldn't bring that into a map expectation because I don't agree with the remakes really. I like the map. It plays well. I like building all of the wonder weapons in one game. That's fun. I like getting to high rounds, but just I haven't even done the Easter egg yet. And that is mainly because of time constraints, but I just when I do play and play for a couple hours, I know I can go for it. I'm just not that interested in it. It I I haven't even seen a tutorial yet. Like it's that serious. It's kind of weird, honestly, because I remember in Black Ops 3, it was ridiculous. I was on top of everything. I was even making videos on my PS4 because, I like the game so much. And now I got a computer that can do it, and I'm not interested. It honestly sucks.
I think it's the zombies fatigue.
Yeah.
I think it's getting to you. It got to me right before Ancient Evil was released.
Mm.
That's one of the reasons why I didn't make a video on Ancient Evil. Like, I didn't make a full on review on that map. I was planning on doing it, but in order for me to make a review on a single map, I would have to keep playing it over and over again, and take
Mm-hmm.
notes on it and things like that. And I just couldn't bring myself to do it because I was just so tired of playing zombies at that point, and I just had
Yeah.
to take a little break. You
Mm-hmm.
just kind of have to. I've been playing zombies for so many years now that it's
Yeah.
like you
Especially
got to take a
making
break.
YouTube videos on it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's even more intense if you're making
yeah.
videos on it. Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, I get how people are still doing it, and because it is interesting. It's just I'm a different person now. I have different expectations from this game, and it isn't really living up to it. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it is honestly a good map. It plays well. The wonder weapons are fun. The story, from what I can tell and from what I remember, I like it. It's enjoyable.
Yeah, I feel like the reason why it's a good map, is because it stands on its own. And Black Ops 2 Nuketown Zombies was just, the multiplayer Nuketown kind of copied and pasted to zombies.
Yeah.
And then it had a gimmick. That was its only thing. It had a gimmick, and that was that it was simple,
Yeah.
and it had a very random element thrown in with the perks, randomly dropping
Yeah.
in from the sky on different rounds. That was its gimmick. It thrived on that gimmick. And since Alpha Omega doesn't have that gimmick, it's not as gimmicky.
Mm-hmm.
It stands on its own. it's a lot different. It's more complex. It has different layers to it. It's not
Yeah,
just, hey,
definitely.
look how long you can survive with, you know, before you get Juggernaut fall from the sky.
Mm-hmm. It's more based around skill.
Yeah.
As Black Ops 4, I guess it kind of is if you want to take the whole perk system into consideration. I don't know though. Um I can't really say much more about the map because honestly I haven't played it that much, and considering that I've played it more than most other zombies maps on release. And I got this game on release. I pre-ordered, and just after release, I don't know, wasn't I haven't really been playing that much, but I want to. It's just when a map releases, it's the Black Ops 4 engine, I think. And I don't really want to talk about that a lot because I mean, we've talked about it before. We've ad nauseum, and
Yeah.
I don't know. It just, yeah. So I shouldn't even get into that. But what would you say is your favorite thing? Like, what does it bring to the table from Nuketown? Like, what does it upgrade?
Well, it's not just that it's an upgrade, it's an entirely different map.
Yeah.
Like when I played Nuketown, Black Ops 2 Nuketown Zombies yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and when I went back to play it, I did not feel like there was really that much of a resemblance to Alpha Omega. Like when I play Alpha Omega, I don't think I'm in Nuketown.
Yeah.
It feels like a different map. And I feel like, since it's more complex and the layout of the map is so well designed and the wonder weapons are so fun to use, it
Mm-hmm.
just becomes
Yeah.
so much better than the original Nuketown. Most importantly, I think it's the wonder weapons. The wonder
Yes.
weapons, the ray guns are so much fun.
Mm-hmm. And they're not really that hard to get. I mean,
And they're not that hard to get, and they're so much fun. They're
yes.
easy to build. Well, there's really no way to say it. They're just a fun, they're just fun wonder weapons.
I think my favorite has to be the electric one. That kind of changed to zombies, and it doesn't really have like an ammo count. It replenishes ammo and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah,
I think that's my favorite. I also think it's the easiest one to get, so that's why I like it. But
yeah. It is the easiest one to get, and it's also, I feel like it's the most fun.
mm-hmm.
There's no ammo count. You have infinite ammo basically.
Yeah, I think the shotgun one is kind of fun too. I haven't taken that past like round 25
My
yet.
second
but
favorite.
yeah. I What are the other ones?
There's the blue one. It's a dual wield, and
Oh
that one
yeah.
is super fun.
Yeah. Yeah,
That one
that
is
is.
super fun.
Is it good though? I can't remember if it was like cuz I took
Yeah,
it.
it's pretty good. It has a really high fire rate though.
Yeah.
The fire rate the fire rate is really fast. So, you just it kind of feels like the PPSH in World at War.
Yeah.
You kind of shred through the zombies, and it's really fun.
And the last one is the rocket launcher one, right? Or grenade launcher thingy.
The orange one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the explosive one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one is really good.
It is?
That one is really good. That one is really, really good. Yeah. I've heard some of the high rounders use that one.
All right, I'm going to have to try to use that one during the Easter egg then.
Yeah.
Hold up.
It doesn't have a whole lot of ammo though, so you got to kind of be conservative.
Yeah. But it's it doesn't go without, having some gripes. I don't really like the pyramid room. I don't really get what's going on there. It's not really that good for training or really anything other than getting parts for the wonder weapons and probably the Easter egg, I'd assume. But
Are you talking about the entire underground section of the map or just the pyramid room?
just the pyramid room. I don't really
Okay.
like that section. I mean, because I have to be in there a lot, for building stuff and getting
Yeah.
upgrades and ray guns and stuff. And I think it could have been done better. I don't know.
Mhm.
But what would you say is like your least favorite thing about this map? What do you like not care for? It could do without.
I think the number pad being a little finicky with consoles. You know, if you play on PS4 and you switch to PC and you start messing with the number pads, you realize how much easier it is on PC to do that. And so much of the Easter egg and so much of the map relies on that single thing, that single element in the map, that if it's not well designed, if it's kind of finicky to use and a little annoying at times, it's going to drive you insane because you're going to use that a lot. Okay, that number pad, you live and die by how you use that. You know, there's over like, I think there's over 40, 50 codes that you can use for a lot of different things.
Jesus.
So you can do a lot with that thing. And if you're playing on console, it's going to annoy you a lot. But if you play on PC, you get a huge advantage.
Yeah, I never even considered that because I'm on PC and I didn't even think like, oh, it's just point and click. I didn't even think like, oh, if I had a PS4 controller, this would suck. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, it really does suck if you play on console, unfortunately.
Yeah, now that I think of that, I would be pretty pissed.
Yeah.
So, the characters. Now, I'm a little confused on this as well. I think I heard something about like 2 different types of character each being playable. Is that true, or is it just
Yeah, you can play as the Ultimus version of our 4 characters, or you can play as the Primus versions.
Okay.
And I feel like that's a really good thing. That
is very interesting. Like,
that's really interesting. If you go and listen to the interactions between the Ultimus and the Primus crew, the different character interactions, you know, it's really interesting. It's you know, it's very interesting dichotomy there.
I gotta look up a video on that because I've seen some clips on Twitter and they're pretty freaking hilarious. But I need to watch like a 5-minute clip of them just going back and forth. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't know. I haven't played the map enough. I need to play the map more. I should have been more prepared. This sucks. But
it's a good map. You definitely should play it more.
I just even like the story, like because I've never been too interested in the story to where I can go into like a chat room and talk about it and stuff. I don't. It's just always been too confusing for me. I know I have small brain, but it's
too confusing for everybody. Like,
really?
I don't know what's going on in the story either. Excuse me.
Good.
I don't know what's going on in the story either. Yeah, it's so complicated now. It's like it's a really deep rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And you know, there's so many different timelines, and that's what happens when you bring in the multiverse. You know, it just becomes so confusing that, you know, the casual players are not going to pay attention to the story. Yeah. What I do like about the story are mostly the grounded moments, basically the moments between the characters that are more grounded in reality. You know, like when you're doing the Easter egg, towards the end, there's a moment if you play as Ultimus Dempsey, you basically resurrect Peter McCain, Peter McCain and Dempsey, the Ultimus Dempsey, they have this, you know, this very short, brief interaction. Yeah, they have like a very short conversation, and it's beautiful. It's so nice to see because it's very grounded in reality. You know, they have a little nice moments because they used to be comrades, and Tank Dempsey, you know, was trying to find Peter McCain, but he couldn't find him, and Peter McCain and then he died, and you know, it's nice to see that they go back to that and acknowledge that these guys were actually friends at some point. They probably really cared about each other.
Yeah. See, for fans of those characters, I feel like that would be great, but from the very beginning, ever since I knew there was a story from like, I think it was Origins, I just haven't been able to keep up. I'm that, you know, simple-minded. It's just
No,
I
you're
can't even
not.
really
You're
understand it.
you're you're not simple-minded. It's just that it's. I feel like Jimmy Zielinski, who was the original um, project manager for Zombies, he kind of had no idea what he was doing, so he just made things overly complicated. And then
Yeah.
when Blundell came along, he had to put the pieces together and not only make sense out of everything, but he had to make it good. And
Mm-hmm.
that's a very tough job. And
Yeah.
that's why he had to introduce the multiverse. And while doing so, he even kind of made it more complicated. So now it's like, okay, it's the zombie storyline kind of feels like, especially, the ether storyline, it feels like a sick dog that just needs to be put down. Like it's like, okay,
Damn.
we're done. Like let's just wrap it up. It's too complicated now.
Yeah. I feel
You know?
like Revelations should have been the ending. Like, I get that people like the characters, but it should have ended in Black Ops 3. BO4 should have been a completely new story, I think. More
Yes,
fleshed out.
I agree because it was on the climax.
Yeah, I could have
and I feel
seen
like,
that doing really well.
yeah, it should have ended then. You know.
If you wanted to give us some cool throwbacks, like to start the year off, like instead of an actual story-driven map, just give us like Call of the Dead, like people are thinking now. Why couldn't they just given us Call of the Dead and Mob of the Dead? That would have been dope.
Yeah. I don't know if I should talk about this. There have been. I guess we'll just give a spoiler warning for DLC 4. There's some leaks coming out that Call of the Dead might be DLC 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
We can
I don't
talk
know.
about that.
I feel like everyone knows by now.
I don't. I mean, I try to be a part of the community, and I try to go on the Treyarch posts and see what's happening and all the Charlie Intel stuff, but I can't interact with the people on there. Some of them are just ridiculous.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I know it's not all of them, because obviously you're part of the community and you're nothing like those people. It's just certain people stand out, and it's ridiculous. I had an interaction just yesterday, and I was like, listen,
yeah, I saw
if
that.
they're going to remake it, I wouldn't mind, because me personally, I didn't play Call of the Dead or Shangri-La when Black Ops 1 came out. I didn't own the game, I didn't have a console, so only way I could play was at my uncle's, and that's what my cousins like to play, or didn't like to play. And I would be fine, honestly, with not as DLC 4 now that I think about it. I think maybe that guy screamed some sense into me, but it's DLC 4, give us something new. But if they want to remake Call of the Dead, go ahead. I don't care. I bought the game already. I'm gonna get it anyways. So,
well, my prediction, and this is just a theory. I don't know anything really. I think DLC 4 is gonna be a Call of the Dead remake, but for the boss fight, we're probably gonna be teleported into an arena where it's kind of like Revelations, where there's a lot of boss zombies and there's a lot going on, and it's kind of a clusterfuck, and it feels like a great war.
Yeah.
Because if they don't do a great war, then that would be kind of climactic.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody wants that. Not after what we got with Revelations and how anticlimactic that map was.
Mm-hmm.
So this one has to, like this DLC 4, it has to stick the landing.
Yes.
Okay.
Agreed.
And if it doesn't, then it's just, I feel like Zombies will be, too far gone, and it'll be way beyond repair.
Yeah, I feel like that too. It's just Black Ops 5.
Oh God.
Yeah. Let's not get
Please,
into that.
no.
It's just I can't get excited for these games anymore because I don't know. I don't know the development process, but it definitely has something to do with me. It's not something that I could change. I can't even really describe why I'm not really liking these games anymore, because I'm just not interested enough to care.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Okay. Do you think it would be better if Black Ops would just be a trilogy and not if we didn't have Black Ops 4?
Yes.
I
Yes.
agree. I
100%.
think Black Ops should have stayed a trilogy, just like Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Just
It would have fit
just
perfectly with Call of Duty and what Call of Duty does, you know?
yeah, just leave it, just end it while it's good. Because
Hmm.
if you keep going, people are gonna get tired of it, and then when you end it, people are not gonna look back and think of that franchise as something nostalgic or something good.
Yeah.
You know, people are gonna look at it and go, okay, it went for way too long.
And
It should have ended then, or
yeah, the numbers don't
yeah,
really. The higher the number, the less special the game seems. It seems like.
exactly. Yeah, I agree.
But yeah. Back to the map.
Back to the map.
Have you done the Easter egg yet?
Yes, I have.
Do you mind explaining how you feel about that? Because as I said, I didn't do it. I haven't seen anybody do it, and I'm interested as to what your personal experience was trying to complete that. Was it easy? Was it difficult? Like,
It
walk us
wasn't
through that.
difficult. It wasn't difficult at all. Um, Honestly, I would say it's the second best Easter egg in Black Ops 4,
Ooh,
um, behind Dead of the Night.
really?
I think people didn't like Dead of the Night. I mean, I love Dead of the Night. I love that map. It's my favorite map in Black Ops 4 Zombies. And
Yeah, it's a good
that's
map.
mostly
I
yeah, and
love it.
that's mostly because of the Easter egg. I feel like the Easter egg is so well designed in that map. And Alpha Omega is also designed very, very well. It's very well done.
Mm,
I just wish there were less interactions with the number pad. I feel like that's the one thing
yeah.
that kind of ruins it for me. It's that damn keypad that you have to just keep messing with over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
feel like that's one negative thing. And honestly, I would say the boss fight was a little bit lackluster too, but I'm okay with that. You know,
Trying to, because I think I did see the boss fight, but I'm trying to remember it. Um, like what do you do?
basically, you don't really fight a boss. You don't really fight Avogadro.
Oh yeah,
It's
you just
just
hit him right a couple
you
times.
kind of like there are these soul canisters, and you fill them up by killing mannequin zombies,
Mm,
and then you stun Avogadro. He starts like kind of like clenching his knees or something, and then you hit him, and then you kind of push him towards the APD device, the big pyramid device, and then he
okay.
goes in there, and then that's it.
Mm. All
It's a
right.
little lackluster, but it's still kind of chaotic. Like it has that boss fight feel to it. You don't really fight the boss that much, even though
Yeah.
he is kind of a big threat. If you get close to him, he's very dangerous. But you're mostly fighting the zombies. You're just
Yeah.
fighting the zombies for the most part.
Okay. You see, I'll have to play it first and try it out and try and complete it before I give my final opinion. But that doesn't
Yeah.
sound too difficult or too strenuous.
It's not. It really isn't. I did it on my second attempt, and that's only because my first attempt on round 18, I got a what was it called? I got a dog round, but it was bugged. It was an infinite dog round. I could
Mm,
not get out of it, so I had to quit the game.
dang, yeah. I haven't had anything like that happen. I think one game I sat in like a corner for like 5 straight minutes waiting for a dog to come get me, but I found it. It was stuck, and I don't know. That
Yeah.
was weird. But other than that, I haven't
Yeah.
really had any problems with the map.
Okay, so what do you think of the map?
Um, what do I think of the map? I like it. I think it is one of the better maps in Black Ops 4. Just trying to think back to the other ones cuz um I think the ones at the start were some of the more disappointing ones.
Oh
Um
yes.
what else? There's what was the
if you were to rank your maps, all the maps in Black Ops 4, how would that go?
I feel like 9 and Dead of the Night have to be up towards the top. As well as this map. Top
Okay.
3. 4 would go to Ancient Evil. And
Absolutely.
then, let's see, this is DLC 3, right? 2?
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. This is
Okay.
DLC 3.
So that just leaves Blood of the Dead and Voyage.
And Classified.
Classified, right.
Yeah.
Classified's 4, sorry. Classified's 4. Ancient Evil is 5. Blood of the Dead, Voyage. They're really interchangeable for me because I don't really play them either very often.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Why did you put Ancient Evil so low? What was it that... Because I know
It's
community, like the entire zombies community kind of like worships that map.
mm,
So what was it that didn't work for you in Ancient Evil?
it was big and confusing to me. Where it was,
Okay.
I always get the feeling when going into a new map, like, is this map going to be too confusing or too big or too much for me to really understand? Like, it looks good. I like the way it looks. I think it's one of the better looking maps in Black Ops 4. But it's got too much going on for me. And every time I play a map, I get the feeling for the first time that, is this map going to be ostracized? Am I not going to feel like this is, something that I can feel comfortable playing? Like, it honestly kind of gives me anxiety, just a little bit. It's that bad. But I remember feeling that way with Gorod, Zetsubo, Dreisendrach, and I love, well, not so much Zetsubo, but I like those maps. I like those maps very much. And I also felt the same way with this map, and that has carried over to every time I've played, and it just doesn't feel right. I mean, it's, like I said, it looks really good, and that's the only reason why it's not in last place. But other than that, I don't.
Yeah,
I like the
feel
Wonder
like,
Weapons. The Wonder Weapons are nice, but everything else is just too much for me.
Yeah, I feel like you and I kind of have the same, I would say, similar, place for Ancient Evil in our rankings. Like, Ancient Evil for me is not the best map in Black Ops 4, because I feel like a lot of the appeal with the map is just the way it looks.
Yeah.
It's the looks of the map. It's
Mhm.
how, you know, it's how grand everything is. Like,
Yeah.
you're trying to explore Greek mythology with this map, and Greek mythology is very rich. So automatically, this map would look better just
Mhm.
because it
Exactly.
has roots in Greek mythology. But when it comes to gameplay, I'm really not impressed with it. Okay? It's nothing impressive. It doesn't, as far as gameplay, it's not the best map in Black Ops 4 for
You're
me, at
right.
least.
You're right. I agree.
Yeah, because there are a lot of things in there that I don't like. Like, I don't like the boss zombies in that map. Like, I don't like the Geganese, the four-armed brutes.
Mm.
I don't like them. They're just a bullet sponge. They bring nothing to the table.
I feel like
You
that
know?
too. I like it goes back to how they look. I like how they look. I also like the shield. I don't really like how the shield works, but I like how it looks. Everything's
Exactly.
really presentable and very well done, and
Yeah.
like you said, grandiose. And I think that's all it has going for it, honestly.
Yeah, it's not like Der Eisendrache. Like, people compared it to Der Eisendrache, but Der Eisendrache was also grandiose. But the gameplay in that game was extremely fun. It
Yeah.
was just beyond anything that you could imagine. It was just a very innovative and
It
different map.
it flowed very, very well, and that's something I don't
Yes.
usually think about. And it's because if you do the flow and the gameplay well, it kind of goes under the radar, but if you do it really well, it stands out. And Der Eisendrache is a good example of that.
It does, but Ancient Evil, when it comes to, like you said, the flow of the map, Ancient Evil does not have a good flow.
Mm-hmm.
And that's mostly because in order for you to, keep going forward and, you want to get set up and you want to make progress in the map. And in order for you to do that, you have to do the challenges, and the challenges are random.
Yeah.
Okay. And since the challenges are random and different every game, and some of them are kind of annoying and tedious, it makes that flow kind of inconsistent. Like
Agreed.
you're no longer relying on your skill, you're kind of relying on your luck as well. And I don't really like that. It's kind of inconsistent.
Yeah, that's luck in something like zombies is it could work, but if it's not really intentional, then it kind of doesn't work. It can, but it usually doesn't.
The random elements and RNG and things like that worked a lot better back in the Black Ops 1 and World at War days, when everything was so simple that you just kind of, the only thing that could make it more exciting was that random element, like Nuketown Zombies. We were talking about Nuketown Zombies, and that map, the only thing that it has going for it is that gimmick of that random element, and that's the one thing that makes it exciting. If it didn't have that, it would be boring as shit. It would be more boring than Nocturne Totem, because it's just a simple map.
Yeah. See, I don't know. That's kind of why I like 9 too, because sorry if I'm being a normie here. I feel like that's where I land though when I'm talking about zombies with the zombies community. Is I'm kind of the normie. I like to, know what I'm doing and not have to, remember a code or something like that. And the repetitiveness of it is something
you're basically a filthy casual.
The repetitiveness of probably why I'm bad at multiplayer is because I'm not good with the randomness, and every person acts differently, so you got to know how to act. And in zombies, I like a straight, it's fine if I got to do a lot of stuff, but if that stuff has randomness integral to it, it doesn't really work for me, because I can't really, it gets too stressful for me. I don't like that.
Yeah, you like consistency is basically, yeah, same.
I like patterns because I can keep doing the same exact thing. I don't have to try and find a different way around something. Like, talking about multiplayer, going back to that example, I can't, try and flank someone and, I'm flanking someone the whole game, but then I try and go middle and I'm just completely thrown off because it's something new. And yeah, anyways. Probably
I'm not really much of a multiplayer guy. I don't think I'm even gonna buy the next Call of Duty.
Modern Warfare.
Looks very Modern Warfare, the reboot. It looks incredible. It looks very good.
Yeah, it does.
But I'm not a multiplayer guy. Like, I don't think I'm gonna spend $60 on that game, because I don't feel like I'm gonna get enough out of it.
Well, when I said multiplayer, I kind of meant like in general, like Overwatch and other Call of Duties too. I try to stay away from multiplayer, but I want to be good, and I know I never will be, and it's the temptation to be good that keeps me going. But I know I feel like it just get worse, honestly. But it's probably just because I'm on PC.
I kind of gave up, to be honest.
Yeah, I did too. I play for challenges and try and get a few challenges done for skins and stuff. But yeah. Anyways, back to zombies. The repetitiveness of it is really what intrigues me, because I can easily train myself to do something, and then after that, if the map is fun to play around in and run through, then it's a good map for me because I like to train, I like to get to high rounds, I like to go for headshots and stuff like that. You know, farm XP and almost said Divinium. What are those things?
Plasma.
Plasma.
Nebulium plasma.
I like to make the game easier. Not all the time. Black Ops 3 was a little bit too excessive with it, but I feel like Black Ops 4. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say that because it's a bad system. Black Ops 4 system is bad.
It definitely is.
Because I only use about 5 different ones, you know, every so often, and I like those ones. Those ones are good, but everything else is just too much. There's too much of it.
Yeah.
But yeah. How would you rank the maps?
Honestly, I would go. Dead of the Night would be my first. It's my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, Dead of the Night is awesome. I love that map so much. It's the only Easter egg that I've ever speed run in Black Ops 4. It's Dead of the Night.
How well did you do?
I got 47 minutes.
Ooh.
Well, I've seen people do it in less than 40. So yeah, I wasn't too impressed with myself.
I'm impressed, dude. I'm probably gonna get on and do like 2 hours for it.
Yeah, so I would say Alpha Omega would be my number 2. Actually, no, I would say 9 would be my number 2, then Alpha Omega, then Ancient Evil would be my number 4. Number 5 would be Classified.
Okay.
Number 6 would be Blood of the Dead, and number 7 would be Voyage.
Okay.
Did I get all the maps?
Yeah. Why is Classified number 5? Is that a little pun you like to make, or is there a reason behind that?
No, it's not. It's really, I mean, Classified. I like Classified, but it's just that it doesn't have an Easter. It doesn't have like a main Easter egg, and for me, I know a lot of people don't care about a main Easter egg, but I love main Easter eggs. I really do. And sometimes for a map, that makes or breaks it for me. And Classified doesn't really have one. But even though it doesn't have one, I still like playing it a lot.
Yeah.
But just not enough as the other 4 maps that I put above it.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. Because those are basically the 2 maps that we had interchanging in our 4 and 5, Classified and Ancient Evil. I like Classified. I never really even considered there not being an Easter egg to be a factor in my decision because I haven't done any of the Easter eggs for Black Ops 4. And I keep saying I want to do them, and I do want to do them. I've been procrastinating for a while now. I do it all the time, but I'm going to get to it one day, and I feel like once I know all the Easter eggs, not pretty well, I'm gonna probably be disappointed that they didn't do anything for Classified. You know, just that little extra something to do when you're done, you know, exploring the map and having fun and getting the high rounds. It's just something more replayability, basically. But yeah, I like it. I like 5. It's got that going for it for me. Yes, I know I am the ultimate normie, but that's just how I like my zombies. You know, you might like salt, I like pepper. Okay.
Yeah, we all have different tastes and different opinions when it comes to maps.
Yeah, I don't know though. It's just I like Classified. It's fun, and I try to talk zombies with some of my friends, but the only map that they know from Black Ops 4 is Classified. So it's cool to talk about.
It's a good. I feel like it's a good map to have on launch, because it's the simplest map. You know, not everybody likes to go around and start building things, and they don't. You know, most casual players, they don't like that complexity side of zombies. You know, they just don't. And Classified is a nice little, it's a nice little mix up.
Mm-hmm.
You have your large maps, but then you have classified. That's a lot simpler.
Yeah.
It's a good map. It's very, very decent.
It is. I remember earlier in the game's life cycle, I had praised it because or did I? No, I didn't. It was Blood of the Dead that I liked more because it did more with the map that it was, bringing back. But I think now looking back on it, I think it does enough. Like what they bringing us to where was it? Area 51. That was dope.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That was, yeah.
And every time I go there, I want to open it all up. I want to be able to run it all around because it's a cool feature. And I remember trying to do that when Moon came out, trying to stay in that area, and it was just a nice experience, playing Black Ops 4 and trying to farm headshots and just being in a comfortable space, memorable, comfortable space. It's nice.
It was nostalgic.
Yeah, and
Definitely
they played into that very well. Yes. Yeah. I'm just now realizing it. I'm a zombies normie. Why did it take me so long to realize this?
I would say you're in the majority, though.
I mean, I know a lot about zombies. I know a lot more than a normal person would, but put up against the what is it, Reddit community, I'd probably melt.
Oh God. Oh dear God. You put anybody against the people in the Reddit community, you're gonna want to kill yourself. The Reddit community, man. That's a can of worms. I don't know.
Honestly, I've never even opened it because of I learned of it from people like, yo, this community is toxic. I'm like, do I want to go check it out? Maybe not. I just let me wait it out a little bit. If I get back into zombies, I'll join and see what it's about. Maybe people are just over exaggerating, but just even that leaking over to Twitter is ridiculous.
Oh yes.
Like how? I didn't think it was that bad.
If you go into Reddit like on a daily basis, like it's literally going to affect your mental health. Like it's going to make a huge negative impact on your sanity.
Oh,
you're gonna go insane. It's just I've interacted with a few people on Reddit, and oh dear God.
You know what? I'm making a video about it.
There you go, man. That's how we bring you back to the zombies community. Dude. Now you're gonna make a video on
troll the trollers.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I don't want to like shit on every single person that's on Reddit.
No, of course not.
But it's definitely they're definitely the most vocal ones.
Yes.
The toxic ones are the most vocal ones.
And it's usually it's usually them who are representing the overall outlook of the community.
Yeah, that's true.
And it sucks to say that because it shouldn't be that way. Those people shouldn't be the loudest people, but they are. They're just so passionate about something that it's not a good passionate. It's not, out of care and love for the game or the people that play it. It's just because games are fucking amazing. They connect people, they bring people together all over the world.
Exactly.
And to see something like this happen, I remember when just sitting there playing zombies, wish I could talk to somebody about it, and then I get online and these people just want to fucking yell at me. It's crazy. Like, dude,
I feel like
chill.
I feel like I don't know, this is just a hunch, but like I feel like most of the people on Reddit who are in the zombies community are kids, because just like they're teenagers who haven't
possibly
hit puberty yet, because just by the way they talk, you can tell, like, if you get that upset about somebody saying this map is better than this, or this map is better than that, or this game is better than this, if you get that upset over something like that, it just goes to show you that this person probably doesn't have anything bigger than this to worry about.
Yeah.
This person probably doesn't have to worry about, having a job, having to pay rent,
yep.
having to go to a good
They don't
university.
have the life stress,
Yeah, they don't.
the everyday stress that comes from trying to get shit done. And
Yeah, this is as big as their world actually gets.
And it's the lack of the being able to see the person and how they react to what you're saying. Yeah, I get that.
Right.
See, I wasn't. My mom, I think she did good with me because I didn't get a phone until I was like 13, and even then I wasn't on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram until I was like 15 or 16.
Yeah.
And now it's like an everyday thing, but I wasn't, one of those kids, and I just can't relate to that. I don't know. It's
honestly
weird. It's just weird.
Now that you said that, I didn't get a smartphone until I was I think I was 19.
Really?
I'm 24. I'm 24 now. I didn't get.
Did you? Well, hold up.
Yeah.
Did you ever tell me that you were 24?
I did not. This is the first time I've ever told
gosh!
anyone.
I thought you were younger than me. What?
No, I'm old as shit, dude.
Okay, so you got your first smartphone when I got my first smartphone at 14.
Yeah. No, I got an iPhone that I had to pay for. Nobody got it.
I had to pay for mine too with my birthday money.
Yeah. So no, I had to I went to work.
Yeah,
and save money in like a real job.
That was work for me, saving up enough money.
Yeah, I see like kids walking around with iPhones.
Yeah, better phone than me. Like, bro, chill.
I'm like, fucking hell! What the hell happened
to
proper
parenting? They're in middle school. Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
You see?
Yeah.
I don't want to. Yeah. Isn't this a zombie
back to zombies?
Yeah.
Back to zombies.
Anyways, the communities, it's just weird to me. It's truly something to experience. Because I dipped my toes into the puddle that had fallen from the pool on the side, and
it was acid.
I burned my fucking foot off.
Yeah, the puddle, it was acid.
So tread with very much caution. But I got a movie I gotta catch soon, and I'm trying to buy and watch Endgame tonight again for like the 5th time. By the way, I'm gonna cry again. Movie. I just want to let y'all know that I haven't been able to watch any longer than 1 minute clip without crying. And
dude, I cried.
Problem.
Yeah, I watched it and I cried, and I do not feel any less, manly than.
I cried right next to my girlfriend. Yeah. I cried right next to my little brother in a crowded theater, and we stayed until after we saw that there weren't any credits, and I was like, "Nah, babe, we gotta sit here for a little bit because I'm still crying. This is ridiculous." I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm a sucker for a good Marvel ending. But
it was great.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. And Zoe Saldana gets a round of applause from me for edging her way into the 2 top grossing movies back to back.
I think it beat Avatar.
It did.
Yeah, it did. It beat Avatar, right? So now it's the highest grossing movie of all time. Yes. So round of applause for the Russo brothers and Disney and
Tony
Marvel.
Stark and Robert Downey Jr., even though they're the same person. See, simple-minded people. Anyways, we're going to end it off here. I'm going to go catch this movie. Arya, you don't have to tell us, but what are you going to go do?
Actually, right now I'm going to go play the Alpha Omega Gauntlet, and I'm going to start working on that review.
Oh, that's out?
Yep, it's already out. I honestly didn't know until yesterday, so yeah, I'm going to do that now.
When did it come out?
I don't know. I think with the last update. Tuesday?
Okay, so I should be getting in next Tuesday.
Yeah.
I might try that. I've been playing the Gauntlets too, so those are kind of cool. But yeah, we're going to end it off here. Thanks for listening, guys. Watching if you're on YouTube, and also, again, listening if you're also on YouTube, because we're only on YouTube. So subscribe and comment for what you want us to talk about next. Yeah, again, thank you for listening. Thank you, Arya, for, chilling with me, talking with me.
Thanks for having me, man. Always a pleasure.
Of course. Yeah. Peace.
Peace out.